Welcome back. In the previous part, we arrived here in Roer, and we're trying to find a certain someone. Someone very special, someone very good at hiding, someone playing hide and seek. Where'd you go, Toddy? I can't find him anywhere. So, yes, we're commencing our search for Toddy at the moment by doing the rounds. And Angelica, I suppose. I'd say I'm jealous of the guys at the mine for actually having work, but sounds like they have it worse than me. I'd hate never being able to go home. Man, it sucks to be out of work. What are you gonna do? Not like anyone's hiring. See if we can go to the mine. Wait, we don't need to go to the mine now, do we? Right, I'm worried about the situation over there too, but we should keep our focus on the city itself for now. How about the airport? There's a red exclamation, so...
Been a while since we were last in Roer Airport.
Yeah, not since our field study here.
Were we here? I honestly can't remember. Hello there. The eastbound airliner has just arrived. If you plan to board it, I suggest you purchase your tickets as soon as possible. Airport was once so lively and full of joy, but looking at it now, it's a terrible shame to see how far it's fallen of late. Roer's not the bustling place it used to be. It's a damn shame. Feels like the nobles are throwing their weight around a lot more these days. Now, I'm not saying I've got anything against the nobility as such. I mean, I do business with them. How bothersome things wars are. I can't go anywhere without endless paperwork. Spent all that money on an airship, and I haven't even been able to fly the thing. Okay. It's like, ooh! It's an airliner. The Roer Airport. Why the pomp and circumstance? Think this is the same airliner we boarded back in Berea? It might be. It's not like the war put an end to air travel. Don't see the Lusitania around here anywhere, though. Not that that comes as a huge surprise. Where is that these days? Why does that name sound so familiar? Trails in the Sky the Third. Marquis Ballard was on it. It's a huge luxury passenger liner. But by the Third factory, that's no mistake. They did that on purpose. It's one of the company's most famous creations, but from what I've heard, it was seized by the Alliance. Worst yet, Duke Khan supposedly made it his personal ship too. Looks like the rumors might actually be true. I probably wouldn't have dared if the chairman was in her rightful position. Putting that aside for now, we should look around. We might be able to find something useful around here. Doom, doom. I was trying to. Is there any dots? Have I got a map here? There's a map. And platforms for the exclusive use of the Noble Alliance right now. Get these high-ranking guys showing up out of nowhere demanding to land all the time. It's pretty nerve-wracking. Nobody's using it right now, so feel free to take a look around. Just, don't touch anything, alright? We can sit around twiddling our thumbs for ages, then all of a sudden some big important noble shows up wanting to land. We had the Rufus Alperea shop recently. Now there's a busy man if I've ever seen one. Kinda want to see the Lusitania again. Speaking of things from the past I want to see again. Oh, Ricky! Where are you? I know you're supposed to be somewhere in Roer, but I hope we can find some clues as to where you've gone. Ricky! Where are you? I swear, no matter what it takes, I will find you. Wait for me, Ricky! I love his devotion to trying to find Ricky. I really do. It's like, aw, mate. Like, good luck in that endeavor. Flying here was so much fun. We're nobles, so everyone was super nice to us too. Yeah, that's because you're nobles, yeah. I came to Roer to sightsee with my grandson. I'd always stayed away because I'd heard this place was a town for commoners. This is my first time visiting. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Is there any dot all the way up there? No. Aren't you the students from Thor's? Good to see you all again. I'm Peyton, remember? I was a mechanic on the Courageous for a while. Just no idea who you are. Planned on heading back home to Le Burle. Well, that didn't really work out. Still want to get back there as soon as I can, but until I can figure out how, I'm working here at the airport. There's anything I can do for you? Don't think twice about asking. I'd be happy to try and help you all out. It's like he gets around, doesn't he? There aren't nearly as many airliners in operation here as there used to be. Western Erebonia has it even worse, too. When you get a lot of battles going on in the air, everything gets cancelled. It's probably wise. So again, it's that sort of thing like... You'd think with like... I'd say it's that sort of thing. Erebonia are very backwards thinking in some ways. It's like, you would have thought after their war with Le Burle, they would have invested much more than they have in anti-air and more like battleships in the sky, basically. Like, they've done it here and there, but you would have thought they would have done it more. Maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe it's like because they had the soldats coming or something like that, you know. It's that sort of thing. It's like backwards in some ways, and more advanced in others. Because again, they've got the soldats. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Well, this building looks the same as it ever did, except for the new guards, of course. Angelica did say that Mother was locked away somewhere, but it definitely didn't sound like this was the place. I'm sure that things are pretty chaotic inside with her officially missing, though. Good day, Lord Rogner. Please allow me to take your belongings. Good man. That's... You know that guy? We're not exactly friends, but yeah. He's the director of the first factory. Heidel Rogner. He's also Angelica's uncle. That's some facial hair. My, it sometimes feels as though the work will never end. Serving as the group's acting chairman is no easy task. It's no wonder Rean ended up falling ill working like this. I do hope she'll be fit to return to work before too long. Indeed. Well, if you need me, I'll be unwinding on the 24th floor for the time being. Bring some tea along a little later, would you? Much obliged. I would have asked the chairman's maid for that, but alas, she is nowhere to be found. But sir, that floor is... What was that, Dalton? Is there something you want to say to me? No, sir, not at all. Did he say acting chairman? So that guy's standing in for your mother, Elisa. What was that falling ill stuff about? What a load of nonsense. There's no way she's sick. And that aside, the 24th floor is my family's home. It may be part of one of the 4 great houses. That does not excuse taking advantage of the chairman's absence to do as he pleases. Making yourself comfortable in someone else's home, uninvited, is too damn gross for me to even think about. It'd be one thing if he just took over the company, but this feels like he's trampling on our personal lives too. Still, given the way things are right now, there's no way we can get any closer to the building. Yeah, we're going to have to gather information somewhere else right now. Like while I was reading that, I was very much thinking like... I guess it's that case of like, it's like, that isn't a complaint, by the way. Like, some people always misinterpret what I'm saying, like, that it's me questioning things about the world and thinking about it. It's that sort of thing, like, I'd love to see... Again, it's like similar to the bikes and stuff, where it's like, I want to see a breakdown of the orbital technology within this bike and how the engine works. I'd like to see how the military is organized. We get bits and pieces here and there of how it's organized, But I'd like to see, like, how many tanks do they have in total? How many airships do they have? Do they have a lot of anti-air? How many soldats did, like, the Alliance have? All these type of things. I'd like to know the numbers. No reason why. I'd just like to know. Just from curiosity's sake. Which I would say is again, that thing of, like, Falcom are good at building worlds. I'd say. It should be obvious at this point. So it's that case of, like, I want to learn more about the world. I want to know more. I want to know why does it seem like Erebonia hasn't invested as much as you would expect into anti-air or air tactics, as much as they have ground tactics. There has to be a reason. There has to be a logic behind that. Maybe it's just arrogance or something like that, or maybe they're like, it won't happen again, or they just dismiss what happened in LeBeurle or something like that. It's like, I'd just be intrigued to see what their mindset is. Really. Because it's like, I know if it was me, if I was the Chancellor, although he has been up to other things, hasn't he? He's been, because this is the thing, it's that rival group, they built the big cannons. Maybe they thought they didn't need to invest in the anti-air, because it's like it could scare people off with giant fucking cannons. You know, railway guns, sorry, you know. It's that sort of thing. It's like, I'd love to just understand their thinking. I don't think anything's wrong with it, I just think I'd want to know, because I'd love to know. Lord Heidel's a very busy man. Comes here by limousine every single day. Yet he still manages to find the time to throw extravagant parties on a regular basis. But that's the kind of man he is. Regardless, his personal activities are his business alone, but our own duties to worry about. Duties that you're interfering with by loitering here. Begone, commoner! Oh dear, oh dear. I mean, I just have another thought in that regard. It's like, maybe the reason they haven't invested in anti-air is like, they haven't developed the technology because there's just no way to develop that technology small enough right now. Like, they can make big cannons, big guns, but maybe making, like, anti-air for, like, rooftops and stuff, the technology just doesn't exist yet, or they're in the development stages or stuff like that, or it's like airships and stuff like that, they haven't found a way to harness it so it's like they can have multiple weapons on it without it being too big, and you can only have like one big airship rather than loads of little small ones with massive cannons on, and all these things. Again, I'd love to know. I'd love to just know what the reasoning is. No other reason than I just would love to know. I think I've gushed enough about, like, Falcom's writing and my love of the world at this point. And what do you want? We're here helping with the building security, nothing more. I just want to see if he said anything more at that point. Like, jeez. Where have we got the red exclamations? Let's make sure we get the places without the red exclamations, I feel. I really hope Lady Angelica is alright. So worried about her. I can barely sleep at night. But hiccups now. Do you want something? Then please, don't disturb me. There's no way Lady Angelica would ever give up. I'm sure she's just fine. Have you forgotten about the way she defied all odds to go to that Academy Festival? And we didn't get to see her. Need to make sure we're doing what we can to support her, too. Nothing is too much effort if it's for Lady Angelica. It's just weird how much you're moving your head during all that. It's like, especially if, like, you turboed it. It's like... I don't know, I feel like I'm in a weird mood right now. Got excited about that idea of, like, learning more about the world would be interesting. Don't know. I don't know. These games excite me. It's weird. It's weird. We had a new sister start working here the other day. It's always a bit strange having someone new relying on me all of a sudden. I want to do all I can to be an excellent teacher for her. It's really quite exciting, truth be told. Here in the cathedral, we're trying to do all we can to aid people in the surrounding towns and villages. It's the church's duty to be a solid rock people can cling to during times like these. I pray your endeavors meet with success too. Well, so do I. So do I.
I'm pleased to hear that everything seems to be going well for you. I believe it was the goddess's guidance that brought you here after all. I may be limited in what I can do to aid you, but know that you have my full support.
Thank you, Father. I will keep striving to do everything I can. Now, if you'll excuse me. Welcome to Roer Cathedral. Have you all come to pray for the goddess's guidance?
I don't know why, but she seems familiar. Could it be Reese? Maybe.
Strange. I've never seen her around here before.
I guess she must be new. Kind of an odd time to take your vows as a sister, huh?
True. I guess the church may be working on its own independent initiatives to bring the war to an end.
That's very possible.
I just want like a... I would have loved to have seen if I brought like Mango along at this point and him being like, are you guys serious? It's obvious who she is. Oh, I'll keep quiet for now. Like he did that before. It's like sort of like, wait, but it's obvious. What? I could head back to the office, but why? It's not like there's anything to actually do there. I'm so bored. Can't stand the new acting chairman. Give me Arena any day. Whitney seems to be embedded in a constant stream of business dealings with nobles. My department, though, I've got nothing. Ugh, what a drag. Dun, dun, dun. We're trying to aid others in whatever ways we can, but the war has certainly made that more difficult than we'd like. If only we could work in tandem with Berea Cathedral on this. Getting aid where it's needed would be far easier. Fortunately, aren't exactly on the best of terms with them. I'm not sure there's much we can do about that either. Roer and Berea and the citizenry who call those cities home have rather different attitudes on life. Berea prizes tradition above all else, for one. Because of that, our dioceses aren't on the best of terms. It's not something I'm proud of, to say the least. We all worship the same goddess. Or do we? We should work hand in hand as well. Oh my. It isn't young Elisa. Wasn't expecting to see you return here at a time like this. Are you sure it's alright for you to be walking around in public like this? The soldiers have been looking for you. I should be fine, Hom-Hom. Thanks for looking out for me, though. Glad to see that not much has changed here in the cathedral. Just that new sister. Ah, you must be referring to Sister Quella. Yes, I can understand that it seems an odd time for a new sister to join us. But she's something of a special case. So we're taking care of her for the time being. Should you ever require our aid, you needn't hesitate a moment to ask for it. The church never abandons those in need. Thank you, Father. I'll definitely keep you in mind. The provincial army soldiers were searching for you at one point, Elisa. They seem to have given up for now. Whatever your circumstances, the cathedral's doors are always open to you. Should you ever need anything, you needn't hesitate to ask. We may be able to help. May. Not we will, we may be able to. So, alright, jeez. Completely missed, like, yep, like, why am I speaking to him? This way it leads to Marquis Dogner's mansion. And not that I can imagine you could possibly have any business there. Even if hell had frozen over and you did, he's not in at the moment. Be gone. Oh, what a disaster. If you catch a glimpse of Lady Angelica around here anywhere, let us know immediately. You'll be well rewarded for doing so. Oh. In what way? Money? Is it money? From the sounds of things, solar parts are being made here in Roer, and every piece of info related to them is confidential. People working on those parts don't even know what they're making. So sad it's come to this. People here live to make things, but this is just depressing. Ever since the war began, this city's been a completely different place. Breaks my heart to see this place. I've always loved to end up like this. Let's check the door down here. The door is locked. This is the entrance to the underground passage we used during our field study. Right, we don't have the card key anymore, the key card key. Though, so there's no need to hang around here. Kick the door in! Kick it in! Bash its head in. Does it have a head? Does now. My younger brother's fiancée is staying with us for now. That's perfectly fine by me, of course. I mean, she's going to be part of our family one day. Our home is her home. This is a great opportunity to get to know her better too. After all, you'd be completely certain that she's a good match for my beloved little brother, don't I? My younger brother's fiancée is staying here with us at the moment. She's noble. I can't let myself get nervous around her or anything. She's part of the family soon. Well, assuming she passes my rigorous approval process to make absolutely sure she's right for him. Alright, by the way, Mint's okay. Just thought you want to know. Didn't even ask. Oh my! If it isn't Class 7! Instructor Mary? Still hanging in there, huh? Instructor Sarah? You're here too? Can't believe my eyes. This all feels like a wonderful dream. If it is, I don't want to be woken up. I managed to flee Trista with a number of students in tow a while ago, and together we made our way here. I've been staying at Mint's house ever since. At least you mentioned Mint. I'm not sure where she is right now, sadly. We were together at one point, but next I looked, she was gone. Yeah, she mentioned that. But there's no need to worry about her. She's been flying around with us on board the Courageous. Really? It's fantastic news. Oh, Adios, thank you so much. Wait, what are you doing here in the first place? Well, the group gave Instructor Mary a very brief summary of their plans in Roer and how they got there. I see. It's hard to avoid the unpleasant rumors about the Marquis and his family of late. I haven't seen Angelic for quite a while either. Just hope she's alright. Well, we better get back to looking for clues. I'm afraid we need to be off for now, Instructor. It's great to see you again. Likewise. I won't stop you from doing what you're doing, but try not to expose yourself to more danger than necessary. Duly noted. I like it's like, to know what's going on there, you need to have spoken really to Vanilla. Really. It's such a relief to know you're all doing well, especially Mint. Promise you'll be careful, alright? Of course. But again, it's like... Which... She didn't ask about Mint at all. Marquis Rogner has always been known as the most military-minded of the heads of the four great houses. That makes the Norshire provincial army very loyal to him. It's full of tough, experienced soldiers. Nobody around here would ever dare to go against them. Not only Lady Angelic would try something crazy like that. And you know, she's got enough of a rebellious streak that she just might. Kind of hope she does, too. Right now, Roe's future's not looking too sunny. Only hope Lady Angelica can turn that around for us. Indeed. Ah, the lovely music. In Finn! He said the factory I was working, I had no use in making weapons. So do you know what they did? The stupid bastard shut the whole damn thing down. What am I supposed to do now? Oh hell, I need another drink. Said the factory was working, I had no use for making weapons. Do you know what they did? Yeah, I know, you just told me, mate. Oh, jeez. What am I supposed to do now? If I go against orders, the only thing in my future is an instant demotion. Your place like that too, huh? You're under the chairman's direct control, which means they're not exactly our biggest fans. Yeah, I heard all about the 4th Development Division, getting all its projects frozen. My sympathies. Time for a drink? Yep, time for a drink. We all had our production lines taken from us too. But I can't really see anything we can do aside from what we were told. By the way, is it true that your daughter's gone missing? You heard about that? Yeah. Probably just fine, but she's always been a little bit scatterbrained. Damn, that's ominous. Very. It's Good to see you again, Almina. Elise, is that you? I didn't know you were back in Roer. What a pleasure to see you. No, you're going to want to be careful if you're staying in town. Things are generally peaceful here, but you want to wind up with the army after you like they are. Lady Angelica. Provincial armies after Angelica. Somehow I'm not surprised. By the way, you wouldn't happen to have any idea where she might be, would you? Afraid not. I do hear whispers from time to time, but nothing worth passing on just yet. Well, thank you anyway. Guess we've got to keep asking around. I'm worried about Chairman Arena too. With all these rumors about her, nobody knows for sure where she is. Do be careful as you go around town. You don't want to attract the attention of the provincial army. No, I do not. Get one of each. Restores 40 CP. Ooh. That gains over them could be very beneficial. There's been times I've wanted 40 CP, so... President Schmidt has finally returned to the Institute. Not only that, he's looking for something new to research, too. My condolences for anyone forced to help with that. They're in for a world of pain. Better or worse, the only thing that man cares about is his research. President Schmidt's genius is undeniable. His personality, on the other hand, well, leaves a lot to be desired. I think I'll give him a wide berth as I prepare for my next lecture. Probably wise. Ah, the Grand, where the customer is king. Steel rusts and falls apart over time. Fitting that a city that heavily relies on steel production would eventually do the same. Until that day comes that it falls apart completely, this bar stays open. Soldiers don't often come into this part of the upper level. Shouldn't have to worry about them while you're here. Come on, now, make yourselves comfortable. I am doing. By leaving. There's an end to this place. Because it's F. Does it say Finn at the start, or is I just reading that completely wrong? Yeah, just reading it completely wrong. This is weird how it's just accented. There's like... If. It's if. First the chairman goes missing. Then the rifle group gets taken over by the provincial army and forced to do whatever they tell us. Stick those two together and you've got share prices that drop like rocks. Not even exporting anything either. Oh, we're screwed. So screwed. Good day. I mean, we're an international company. Stopping our exports alone would be enough to screw us over. What are we supposed to do now? Die, I suppose. What else? Welcome to our store. I'm afraid we're running a little low on our consumer-facing products at the moment, which means some of our lineup is only available while supplies last, because we might not be able to get any more in. Realize that this is disappointing for those looking for weapons for self-defense, but there's nothing we can do. Most of the factories in the city are now dedicated to producing weapons for the provincial army. Fortunately, that means our supplies of consumer products are dwindling fast. We apologize for any inconvenience. Yes. So, ooh, potentially some good stuff here. Like, it's like, yes. Like, that's actually better there, isn't it? The ADF is down there, but your defense is up. Put the one on Rean at least. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Anyone else in here? No. Most of the rifle players around here are really down in the dumps lately. But who could blame them? It's sad to see how that company's fallen. Roer owes its prosperity to Reinford. So, what affects the company really affects everyone in the city. All the Alliance's plans and the state the Reinford company's in right now, try to think what the future holds. Certainly hard to find any silver linings. Be hard to find silver as well at this point, I suppose. Oh. We're really hurting for customers lately. Can't think of anything we can do to change that either. As long as the rival group is in its current state, I think that this is the way things are going to be. Rival group's prosperity truly grew out of a time of peace. Never occurred to me before this war began, but it seems like an inescapable truth now. See, that could have been a reason for, like, them not developing certain things certain ways. It's like, because they were at peace, there's no reason to develop as much as you should? Is the best way of putting it? La la la, la la la. We get so few customers nowadays that I can listen to the radio on the job to my heart's content. Nothing like some background music to keep you motivated while you work. Don't know what the manager's so glum about. Having no customers is great. Makes things so much nicer and more relaxing around here. Because you won't be able to pay your wages. Like, that's how jobs work. You need customers. That's how it works. Nothing out of the ordinary here. I should have known that finding her wouldn't be easy. You kind of look familiar. Can't place it though, sorry. Can't be bothered to try and remember either. Seems really down in the dumps. It's not like the Alliance has come and tried to start meddling in our research or anything. It's really hard to do anything with Roer as it is now. Some professors here have decided to help them with weapons research. And I just can't bring myself to do that after all they've done, you know? It's fair. Aren't you George's friends? You don't know how he's doing, do you? Sounds like a ton of crazy stuff's gone down over at Thor's. Us, we're hanging in there. Bit better though, that's for sure. As if we don't have enough to worry about with the Alliance. Fisher Smith's now looking for a new research topic. He sets his sights on you, you might as well pronounce yourself dead and get it over with. He just starts barking out orders like you're all about helping him out. Even when you'd rather have it drilled through your skull. I hope he doesn't decide to come to me this time. Feeling down is enough as it is. Sounds harsh. Let's see what lectures I have today. The country may be at war, but we're all still students. Of course we have lectures. And we need to work harder on our studies than ever. President Schmidt is back too. So none of us can afford to give less than 100% to our studies. Civil war going on is no excuse to be slacking off. Kind of is. And once again, Professor Schmidt wants a whole bunch of equipment ordered on short notice. Awesome. Just awesome. He'd be such a dick sometimes. Research produces one brilliant invention after another, though. So do we get to complain? Nope. Ugh. President Schmidt returned to the Institute not long ago. Seems to be on the lookout for a new subject for his research. Bring on the headaches, I guess. The city might not have been harmed directly, but this institute has still been affected by war. A number of students have chosen to take leave for their studies to return home, for one thing. It's a terrible shame what's happening is having such a negative effect on our students and educations. A number of students whose families are close to the reformist faction have been called away from the institute. It's a terrible shame that it's come to this. It really is. Did I get everyone in here? So the question is, where is the hide-and-seek champion? We haven't spotted him anywhere. Is there a mystery dot somewhere? Is there somewhere we haven't seen? Somewhere we haven't checked? It's entirely possible. Let's check down below. This is the upway? Yep.
We're not getting anywhere. Especially when the Alliance has this city so completely under control.
That's for sure. Wandering around's given us a lot of information, but none of it actually relates to why we're here. Could there be something we're missing?
It's mine.
I can't imagine you're getting a call from someone on the Courageous either. There's no way they're within calling range.
Well, only one way to find out who our mystery caller is. Hello?
Is that you, Elisa? It's Yuuna. How have you been?
Yuuna, what a pleasant surprise. I'm doing just fine. How about you?
Me too. But more to the point, I realize this is a bit sudden, but could you come meet me at the diner? We've got something really important to discuss with you.
If it's that important, then sure. We tried visiting the diner earlier, actually, but the door was locked. Hold on. How did you even know I was back in Roer?
I'll tell you that when I see you. Anyway, later!
Wait, hold on! She hung up on me.
She's a friend of yours, isn't she?
That's right. She told me she has something important to talk to us about. She wants us to meet her at Devance's diner near the city's west exit.
It's not like we've got any better leads. Let's head on over.
But what about the hide-and-seek champion 2021? Where could he be? Well, I've searched and searched and I just can't find him, so I guess we're going to end this part here, right in front of these... Oh, hello. Wow, I'm amazed you guys found me. Don't stare for too long, though. We're playing hide-and-seek. Locomo's so dumb. No he's ever gonna find me here. Let's go tell him. Let's go tell him. We found him. He's upstairs. He's upstairs. What? Can we not tell him? Oh, it's disappointing. Right, anyway. We found him, so I'm happy. So, we're ending this part here. In the next part, we'll head inside the diner. Ta-ta for now.